All it takes is one photo of this beautiful island for it to be added to your bucket list destinations. So in early 2022, we began planning our 5-day trip to see these stunning sunsets, breathtaking buildings, and amazing bays in person. When we began our research, we really had no idea how much it would cost to get the Caldera View Hotel, eat all of the amazing foods, and explore the island. Well, now that we do, we are going to share all of those costs with you, so that way when you begin your trip planning, you'll have everything you need. While Santorini is not a large island, it is also not a very walkable island, so some form of transportation will be a must. Once our flight from Athens arrived in the Santorini airport, we were very easily able to locate the taxi stand. From there, we hired a car to take us to our hotel, which was just a 15-minute ride away. Santorini's only public transit system is the public bus. Using that will cost you between 2 to 3 euros per trip and will require switching buses to get around the whole of the island. For ease of navigating the island on our own time, we rented a buggy. Our hotel was able to set this up for us, which included delivery to and pickup from the hotel. Car rentals and ATVs are also available, but we suggest you rent the one that you're most comfortable with driving. We will tell you that most of the roads are dirt and are very narrow, so an ATV or a buggy is a very reasonable option. Just remember that all of the rules of the road still apply to you no matter what you are driving. Even if you're not planning on taking a boat excursion, taking the cable cars down to the old port in Fira is a must. You will get amazing views going both down and coming back up of all of the islands surrounding you. One of the items we researched and reserved before arriving was a half-day cruise. Our tour met up at the Fira Old Port where we boarded a wooden sailing boat. This took us out to the volcano, the hot springs, and the island of Thierracera. When you arrive at the hot springs, you'll have the option to either stay on board or go for a 20-minute swim. From there, we went to the volcano, where after paying our $10 entrance fee, you could hike the island. My favorite part was the little port town of Thierracera, where we got to explore and have some lunch. At the end, you get to head back to the old port of Fira to see the amazing views of the caldera from the water. Aquateria is an active archaeological site that was about a 20-minute ride from our hotel. Once there, we got to explore the ancient city that was once covered by a volcanic eruption. You could take a guided tour or just walk around on your own to explore. Either way, it was amazing to see all of the things that they had uncovered. A walking tour was something my husband really wanted to do, so we found one for after sunset in Ia. We met our guide Sebastian from Greece Explained at the Ia bus stop. From there, we walked Ia for 90 minutes learning about its history and getting all of the great views. Sebastian's channel is a must-see if you are planning a trip to Athens or Santorini. We spent about 40 euros every day on food and drinks, and that was with breakfast being provided by our hotel. Greek food is amazing though, and some of our favorite places to eat were Onar, Penelope's Ouzeri, and the Cave of Nicholas. We would suggest planning to eat 3 meals a day plus snacks because of the amount of walking and stairs you will climb. No, seriously folks, check out this one day from my Apple Watch. Santorini should be known as the island of stairs. I feel like no one stressed this enough in any of the videos we watched, so this is your warning. Even with having the buggy to get from town to town, once you're there, be prepared to walk, so make sure you have great shoes and lots of water. When When selecting a hotel, we knew we wanted to be far enough away from Fira not to have to deal with the crowds from the cruise ships, but still close enough to be able to walk there. That is why we picked Fira Stefani. It was a 15-minute walk into Fira, and even though it was a 2-hour walk to Ia, we knew we would have the buggy. Now, while we paid 420 euros for our room, you can see here that the rates will vary. We do suggest once you find a place you like to shop multiple sites to find the best deal for that room. We did stay in 2 separate rooms at the Chic Hotel because they did not have one room open for 5 consecutive nights. The first room we stayed in is being shown here, and after this video we will do a full room tour of the other. Each suite at the Chic Hotel has its own private patio area where you're served breakfast every morning to enjoy this beautiful view. Both rooms we stayed in have a private hot tub, and here you can see that the room we're currently showing you was actually directly under the room we stayed in our last evening. Here's the second room we stayed in. Again, it had its own private hot tub and was directly above the room we had stayed in the 4 previous evenings. Right there you can see the private lounging area, and right below that was the pool for all of the guests at the hotel to enjoy. With this hotel being at the top of the Caldera Cliff, there was only 1 flight of stairs you had to navigate to get to the main alley where all of the restaurants and shopping were located. Lastly, we cannot stress enough how great the staff was at this hotel. No, seriously, they were absolutely amazing, and if you have a chance to stay here, we would definitely recommend it.